Ladies and gentlemen, in any limited cup, over time it kind of happens that the meta just becomes stale if it's very limited to like 12 Pokemon or something like that. And I feel like that can happen in this cup. So we wanted to go over some spice today. This is going to be from Yusai. He's always running Shadow Spice to get through the day, just to like burn through 10 sets every other day. So, you know, when we do his teams, it's always the fastest possible teams to just burn through the sets. So, but these mon are so spicy you might not own them, because I know for these videos usually it's like, oh, you can get through all your battles, and you'll have the Pokemon, but you might not have these. These are crazy ones. So the lead's gonna be Shadow, Kanto, Electrode. Already an interesting pick. Now you might have this one. Shadow Jumpluff's gonna be in the back. People probably have that one. I know I do, at least. But then there's Shadow Rhyperior, and that under 1500, not a lot of people have, I think. I'm pretty sure you can only get this from Giovanni, so that's very rare. And yeah, we're going to go through the sets. Also, you noticed in the last few videos, probably I've been wearing hats. It is getting colder. Winter is finally here, at least for Texas, so yeah, let's go ahead and get into the battles, though. So we're going back to the old school Pikachu hat. I used to wear this while streaming. All right, we're in the battles here. Electrode, or I should say, the movesets are right over there to the left, and everything's right. Definitely not the third time I'm recording this. All right, Electrode into a Ringaroo. The thing that we have that's really good against a Ringaroo is that we do have Foul Play, which is going to be super effective against that Psychic typing. They technically pace the same to their Brutal Swing as well, but ours is super effective, theirs is not. But we are a Shadow at the end of the day, so it is a little more scary for us because we're much more frail than something like a Ringaroo. Anyways, they switch into Miltank. We switch right into our Rhyperior after getting a little bit of extra energy for our Electrode to use there as well. So we're going to be able to farm this down. I'm guessing that they do have actually the Thunderbolt moveset that I did discuss in our best teams video, rather than Ice Beam, because Ice Beam technically would be hitting this ground typing for super effective, and would be more threatening than, obviously, Body Slam is resisted by the rock typing. So they end up trying to catch here on the Dunsparce, but they don't know that we have... Wait a minute. Movesets. It's so weird because I fixed those movesets earlier. So anyways, we get that Hyper Beam off, and yeah, Drill Run obviously is super effective, but they just get farmed down after all that Hyper Beam stuff. So again, a Ringaroo is out of moves, so want to throw this right away. We do win CMP, obviously. They will have to throw again. We are out of shields. They're now out of shields, but we do have Acrobatics on the Jumpluff, which at this rate will probably one-shot. And even though they do have a boost from that Trailblaze, they are... they're still not doing a lot of damage to Jumpluff, even though we are Shadow as well, because, I mean, at the end of the day, Jumpluff is actually just a very bulky mon, even before the Shadows, so Shadow just going to add a little bit more frailty, I guess, but it's going to be fine. Again, we win CMP if they do decide to throw right away, and we probably should throw right away just to CMP. They're both 4-turn moves as far as I mean, I don't know what I'm saying. A Ringaroo has a 4-turn move in Confusion. We have a 4-turn move in Volt Switch. So throwing on CMP kind of the only way to go, which means that they are able to catch here on Clodsire. But we do have a hard counter for that in Rhyperior. Now, the one thing that we do have to worry about with the Rhyperior here is that they will be able to throw Earthquake, which is super effective and will one-shot us. So what we'll probably do is end up going for a Shield here, and then farming this down. Now what this gives us is that the ability to basically get a shield back, because because Shadow Rhyperior is very just strong attack-wise in the Great League. So they do come back in with a Ringaroo. We throw Breaking Swipe. Now they did throw Confusion, which means that we were able to actually CMP the second time, which is going to be Superpower. Now Superpower, the reason we're throwing that is because a Ringaroo is half normal, half psychic, which means that it's actually taking neutral from that fighting type. And Superpower is just a bit of a stronger move than Breaking Swipe. A pretty big, actually, difference in the damage that Superpower does to Breaking Swipe. because Breaking Swipe has the ability to lower the attack stat of the opponent. So there's that extra added on, which means it's going to lose damage to be able to do that effect. Whereas you have the opposite with Superpower. It affects you worse, so it's going to be a little bit stronger coming out. All right, they end up with their Jumpluff and our Jumpluff. Obviously, we have Acrobatics and a bit of an energy lead, and they end up having Aerial Ace, which we're able to just eat 2 of those and not get KO'd. So, all right, Dragonite. We are able to pace the same to Foul Play, which means if they go for the move right away, we actually get to sneak that Volt Switch, which really bad timing here from the opponent. They end up coming in with Cresselia. We go up to 2 moves. Now, we are going to switch out of this matchup, probably into Jumpluff, because we do want to still win that beginning matchup, and we do have a lot of energy going into it. Plus, Jumpluff's not that bad against Dragonite, just because we do have Fairy Wind, which is going to be super effective against Dragon typing. Now, they are out of energy on their Dragonite. Probably could have gone for Acrobatics here. I think they'll end up surviving. It was close, though, but if we go for Acrobatics, they actually just get KO'd there. We have a ton of HP on the Jumpluff, but now we don't have very much HP, but we are able to get to the Acrobatics against the Oranguru here, and our switch is going to be up as well, I'm sure, right after this, so we'll go into Rhyperior, just keeping our Electrode as much HP as possible. We do have to watch out for Trailblaze. It's just double super effective. And we're out of shields here, but we're going to get 1 shield back no matter what with Breaking Swipe, and probably 2 because we will outpace, as this Dragonite did throw its move right away and then switch. So we're probably going to get both shields back here. They will get the full farm down on the Rhyperior. We did get an attack drop. Unlucky. And yeah, the Dragonite we get another attack drop. The Dragonite will end up taking us out here. Now, there are 2 schools of thought on how to... because they're out of move. So do I come in with the Electrode, show my 2 typings in the top left, and then switch right away into Jumpluff? That's called a peekaboo, where you show 1, but boop, I'm over here. And then, or do you think they're just smashing that move right now and you just switch into Jumpluff? So you just have to decide what the opponent's going to do, and they end up doing, looking at the top left, seeing that it's the Electrode and then throwing the move, but we do peekaboo. So the stronger your opponent is, the more likely they are going to look at the top left. So I'd say the higher in the rankings you are, definitely go for peekaboo rather than anything else. But we had a move on Electrode, but you lose CMP against Dragonite. So really good plays there. All right. They switch into Jumpluff here. Obviously, they do have... Drill Run, which is going to be super effective against Electrode. Looks like we have an auto catcher going, which is nice. Going to catch some stuff while we're playing GBL. Just double up on everything there. I guess we're going to let Electrode go. Probably have to come in Rhyperior, just because Jumpluff would be taking super effective from the fast attack, and at least we are resisting this fast attack. But we're taking super effective from Drill Run, so we are going to shield that. We're both using 3-turn moves. We're using Mud Slap. They're using Rollout. So no good timings there. But against a 4-turn move like a Ringaroo, we do want to throw in between. So we could throw 1, and that would be 3, and they would be throwing in 4, so that'd be good timing for us. And then the rest, you'll just have to calculate 3 versus 4, stay under the 4, and you're good. We do end up shielding the first move. Now, with that shielding, we probably can farm down at this point. They're not going to get to another Brutal Swing and 6 Fairy Winds. In fact, it looks like 5 is going to KO. And, yeah, they come back in with the Dunsparce. I mean, we have a lot of HP. They have to throw... I mean, they have to throw a move here, is what I mean. Ooh. Well, we have the Acrobatics. They're probably going to shield this. I believe we can get to a Superpower in 1... And we'll just have to hope that this Superpower KOs. Again, they have Confusion. It's a 4-turn move, so we're going to get under there in 1. I mean, it does end up KOing, so that's very nice. All right, Quillfish. Interesting. They do have a Dragonair in the back, so if they do have they might have a Dragonite in the back. You know how double Dragon is. And probably not, though, because Dunsparce would be good against the front and the back. That would be tough. All right, we do get the shield from the Dragonair, and then we bring in our own Mon. At this point, an Energy Ball probably would KO. Probably we live this. It's gonna be close. Okay, and we can go for Energy Ball again. Now, I think the point was we were going to try to get as low as possible, but also get to another Energy Ball for the next Mon. But we end up getting taken out here. Now, we do have 2 Mon that are good against this, but they do have an energy lead, and they're very fast pacing. So if we actually do want to get through this, we will have to double shield. Now, again, with Rhyperior, I said this in the previous matchup, but we can end up double shielding and taking shields back in the later matchups. So that is something to think about. Now, they do think that we could have Rock Wrecker, which would be double super effective against the Talonflame and basically just KO it. But both of our Mon are really good against these back Mon. If the Rock typing does resist fire and flying, and Electrode does resist flying. So if this is double flying charge moveset, we're going to end up just kind of resisting everything Talonflame can do. Talonflame very bad against our Mon here in the back. We did get rid of that Jumpluff early, so that's good at least. All right, for Alligator, it's going to be taking super effective from the Volt Switches, but the Communicating move, Hydro Cannon, is definitely going to be doing too much damage to us, so we do end up going to the shield here. But we do have a huge lead as far as Toxapex. All right, going for the Hyper Beam. Not necessary, I guess, because I think we're going to end up switching into... Oh, okay. They shield. We switch into our Rhyperior, and even though water is double super effective, at the end of the day, it is Brine, not the best move. Does it KO us? I mean, I'm not too sure. Not exactly a Mon that I'm used to, but I'm guessing if he shields there, he knows that it does KO. We got the attack drop again, man. Really good on the breaking swipe calls there. Going for good timing here for the superpower. They have a 2-turn move, we have a 3-turn move, so we do want to go on odd timings. We do end up saving it. They do have probably Fire Punch rather than Hyper Beam, which is super effective, but you see it doesn't do that much damage. But we are outpacing this Gator, so they probably are going to shield this and then go for as much energy as possible, then go for an Ice Beam, which is going to be double super effective, definitely going to KO us from here. We still have Electrode for this to do a little bit of fast attack damage, and then probably going to try to win on the Rhyperior. So, yeah. And then we're going to get to a superpower in 2, I believe. So 1 on this guy, 1 on the next. Oh, they end up switching, and they're actually super low anyways, so we just go for the Dragon... I was going to say the Dragon Claw, but this actually is not Dragon Claw, it's Breaking Swipe. Boom. All right. Artibax, really quite a good lead. I guess they could have the double normals, which is what we were running Artibax with. What do we want to happen here? So we might just let this go. Oh, okay. 4, 8, 12. Oh, okay. They use a higher energy move, so we will actually outpace to this next move again. We'll see if they... I didn't really like Icy Wind on Artibax. I preferred something like Avalanche. But now we'll probably end up coming Rhyperior. Oh, interesting. So it is super effective, and I guess we know it's Icy Wind, so it's not as much damage as something like Avalanche. But we're going to get hit by one of these in the end. Oh, okay. We're at a weird space here. Jumpluff could be very good against the back. Oh my god, we caught him off guard. That is so lucky. They lose a lot of energy here, and they lose their shield. Now all of a sudden things are closer than they were before. Oranguru just a neutral matchup here. Again, Superpower is a stronger move. I don't think it'll KO from here, though. They're at a decent amount of HP. But we just want to say, hey, Oranguru is going to get farmed down. And if they do actually have something like Girafarig, it is possible that an Acrobatics will one-shot Girafarig. Girafarig is a Frailmon in Great League. And... okay, but it doesn't have any strong moves it can throw against us. It only has, like, Thunderbolt, Psychic Fangs, Trailblaze. Oh my god. We do get the farm down, and... we know that they're not at a move, so we can go for the Fairy Wind and an extra move. But technically, we could have also just thrown the grass or the energy ball there. So, all right, Dragonair lead. Technically, we would CMP to this foul play. They do the same thing that happened on the Dragonite. I think what it actually is not bad timing on their part. It's more of like, no wait, it would always be bad timing. Okay, never mind. I was going to give them benefit of the doubt because they don't know the movesets that Electrode has, but they're always throwing on volt switches, so you got to go 3 more. You can't throw right away. All right, we get 2 shields for it. Not too bad. Probably end up coming with the Jumpluff because it does resist Aqua Tail, and we're doing super effective fast attack damage, so all they can throw is Body Slam. Now, they're going to throw 2 Body Slams into us, but I think we will live 2 Body Slams at the end of the day. Yeah, we do. And then probably we just switch into Rhyperior, get a little bit of a lead here, and get this down without losing Jumpluff. I like that. Yeah, we have energy enough for anything on Jumpluff later. They end up coming with the Dragonite. We have a bit of a lead here, so we go for the Breaking Swipe. It's actually Dragon Tail Dragonite, which is interesting. Not one you see very often, but we end up one-shotting it, and it's Triple Dragon. Okay. We have Acrobatics, which is going to one-shot this. Hopefully. It's possible it lives. Oh, it does live, but we have a little bit more HP to get it down with the Fairy Wind. All right, Triple Dragon. I mean, I guess it works out just because it's like neutral. And technically your 2 dragons in the back are somewhat weaker against Dunsparce, so your one in the front is not as weak because it's neutral. I was thinking the Artibax was in the front. That's why I was thinking it. Oh, they end up shielding the Hyper Beam as we try to get that screenshot. This is going to KO us. But it's very easy to come in Jumpluff here. All they have is Aerial Ace, which is not a great move. It is super effective at the end of the day, but just not a strong move coming into here. All right. Acrobatics going to one-shot at this range, even though Serperior is a very bulky mon. Acrobatics is just an insanely good move. They end up coming with Dunsparce, so what do we want to do here? Do we want to just switch right away after this hits? I guess we see if it does hit. We kind of want them to throw energy. We tried to catch a Rock Slide. Now, do we die to 1 Drill Run? I asked that earlier in the video, and now I think we're going to figure it out because... Oh! Never mind. We have Superpower. This is definitely going to KO. And this leaves us with a lot of HP, as long as we're not taking a ton of fast attack damage. This is CMP if they want it. They did not want it. Also, if they had 1 turn delay, it wouldn't have KO'd either, it wouldn't have CMP'd as well. Poliwrath, not one you see much of. Oh my god, we just hard countered them with Rhyperior. And it makes sense that they leave right away. Alright, for Alligator, we kind of saw this matchup earlier. If they want to throw, we'll shield and go for just more damage. They get to their moves faster than us. We'll throw the Foul Play right here. They end up coming with the Clodsire. We go for the Hyper Beam. They're definitely not going to be ready for this. And then we farm down. Okay, we go for CMP on Earthquake. I was going to say we actually cannot farm down before they get to an Earthquake. So really, really thoughtful things happening here. They do have a move here. The question is, do we shield this and hope that Rhyperior is good against the back? This is exactly what I would have done. Because it could be. Oh, it ends up kind of not being. I guess Gudra's in the back. We do have a decent amount of HP. So we will make it to another move. Kind of weird that they didn't shield, and they'll probably not shield this as well because it's already over. Alright. No attack drops on that one, but... Alright, Artifacts. Again, they could throw on CMP here. What's wrong with these dragons? Guys, they're running Volt Switch. I don't know. Alright, it's weird because we're seeing such good plays earlier, throughout, but the people that are running dragons... Maybe it's the people that are running dragons have turned their brains off, and they're just like, tap, 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 tap. 1 turn moves. Alright, they get us down here. Okay, interesting switch. They save their energy, which isn't... I mean, it's very interesting. We go for the Acrobatics. Obviously, this is a very strong move. We might let them throw into us and then switch, which is what I think is going to happen, just to try to fast attack this down, especially if they throw Trailblaze here. Okay. Ooh. Oh, we lived this Brutal Swing, though. They have never Trailblazed. So, okay, I like saving the energy here. We do end up going for the fast attack down, so it does end up happening, but we play with a little bit more energy on the Jumpluff there. I think it's Vergyverg. It's almost always Vergyverg in these comps. We throw after 2, so that's 6 turns for us. It's going to be 8 turns for them, just because we want to throw something before they throw something. They do get the attack drop. Jesus. It is so high percentage for us. We can throw 1. Our defense fell. Does a Breaking Swipe KO or Dragon Claw KO? Okay, we have to farm down, and then we have the move, and that's GG. And we're going for the 1 extra. Okay, I think they left. Going for the 1 extra because Confusion doesn't do damage on 4 turns versus our 2 turns. Alright, it's good timing, I guess, to think about. Oh my god, Flygon is so good against our team. They triple resist the Volt switches. Technically, this is Dragon Claw. It might not KO. Oh my god, 1 HP in a dream. This is actually perfect for us. We'll end up probably coming in with Jumpluff. After they KO us. We don't want to get the timing there. Jumpluff, because it is super effective here at the end of the day. Probably... Ooh, we're going all in on 2 shields on the Rhyperior. I mean, I like that. We are going to get a shield from them probably with one of these moves. Ends up being acrobatics. And we're probably switching it after this, if I'm being honest. And we're going to go all in on Rhyperior. Oh, go for a little bit more energy? I don't know. That's kind of greedy, actually, because it means the Confusion is actually hitting us on Rhyperior. All right. They end up coming in with a dragon, but we have infinite energy. Dragonite gets 1 shot by the Breaking Swipe. Oh, it doesn't get 1 shot. But the attack drops again. Go for the superpower here just because it does more damage. But they have a shield. And now it's a question of, can we get to acrobatics? And we can. Nice. Yeah, the 1 shield in the end really saving us. I don't know why they switched into the Dragonite there at the end. They could have just... let their Mon go and then come in, I guess. All right, another Dragon Lead. Again, these Dragon Leads are really bad for us. Let's see if they throw on terrible timing. Okay, they're getting better. Goodra throwing on good timing here. But the moves don't matter that much to us, I guess. Unfortunate. We go for the Hyper Beam. This will one-shot, but do we think they'll shield? They probably know foul play. Oh, Hyper Beam gets shielded. Alright, we're coming in Jumpluff. At least we'll resist all the charge moves and deal super effective with our fast attack. They end up coming with Licky Licky. So Licky Licky has the ability to learn Earthquake. This was too fast for Earthquake, but it could be still Shadow Ball. Okay, Rollout's just that good a move. Did I miss a Rollout in there somewhere? Alright, we go for CMP here to try to one-shot with Superpower. Wow, opponent is calling everything here, to be honest. So the question is, will they catch? Or will they go for CMP again? Oh, we threw 1 turn late here. Oh, it's Body Slam. Body Slam. We do resist. Alright, so since we got the extra in, I guess we're going for the Dragon, the Breaking Swipe. Man, I really want to call it Dragon Claw. Going for the Breaking Swipe again against the Ringuru. At least it's some sort of damage. We probably have to switch. We have just stats lowered by too much. Another attack drop. What the is happening? Alright, Energy Ball. Does this KO from here? No. Weird. Alright, we're going to go for as much energy as we can while they're going for the fast attack so that we have energy going into the Goodra. Okay. I think we thought they were going to switch into the Goodra there. Okay, we probably live these charge moves. Aqua Tail's not a good enough move, and we go to the acrobatics. Okay. The problem with Goodra, I said it in the other video, it's not great against other dragons, but it's not good against grass either, because its charge moves are just not as good. Now, with its fast attack of Dragon Breath and its Dragon typing, obviously, then it does take over. It is better in that scenario, in that sense, against grass. But anyways, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't, definitely hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one. I can't hit this record button to stop recording. Hey, thank you for watching the video, and if you want to continue to support me, definitely click that subscribe button.
You'll see any content coming out, and if you want another video on this same league for some more tips and tricks to other teams, check that video out right there, and I'll see you in the next one.